Love or hate for Rell Seas? Now this is a big discussion. We're basically going to go over both sides, compare, contrast them, basically, I guess you could say. But yeah, really quick before we get into the video, guys, if you are or are not new to the channel, it would be very helpful if you did leave a like. You might as well subscribe. Button's right there. And join the Discord, link in the description below. Of course, content when the game comes out and much more. And yeah, with that said, let's get into it. So a lot of people have been saying, oh, I hate Rell Seas. Rell Seas is going to be trash. A lot of people talk without looking at the game. Like this guy right here, man, even when Rell Seas releases, it'll just have 200k at release and then barely get 2k after 1 month like Jujutsu Infinite. 10 out of 10 bait. That's all I'll say. 10 out of 10 rage bait. And lots of comments like him where they're saying like the game will be popular on release and then flop. And a lot of other people say that you can't glaze it when it's not out. I feel like, of course, yeah, you have to wait and see, but you can get a general idea by what they've showed. What they've showed and explained, the game is going to be pretty good unless they've just been like lying the whole time. Yeah, it's not too hard to tell. The game looks very good, and if you're hating on something that's not even out, that's like honestly pretty crazy, especially since there's not much to hate on really. But now, enough glazing. Now the love. And by love, there's different types of love for Rell Seas. Oh, this game is great. Game looks cool. Can't wait to play it on release. Or you also have your glazers. And the glazing gets out of hand. Like, I remember there was this meme going around. I'll pop it up on the screen if I can find it. It was like, oh my gosh, Rell Seas, my glorious lifesaver. Rell Seas saved my life from so much stuff and all this crazy stuff. It was pretty insane, but bro, basically something like this. To me, Rell Seas is my life, my existence. The very reason I breathe is to experience this game. I've never once enjoyed a One Piece game on Roblox. All I ask is for a release date or movie 3 release date. Now that's like semi-normal, except for the first part. The first part is just crazy outrageous, but also a lot of people have been saying stuff like that. You might be saying, okay, people glaze Rell Seas, people hate Rell Seas, so what? Games have haters, games have glazers, but this just goes to the extreme. Now, more specifically, from the two servers I've showed were like polar opposites, one of them being Bloxfruits, which has a lot of Rell Seas haters, the other one being the Rell Games server, which has a lot of Rell Seas glazers. These two games, in general, Rell Seas and Bloxfruits, they clash a lot, even though Rell Seas is not even out yet. And that's because most of the people hating on the, well, I won't say most of the people, like half of the people, I think is a good comparison. Half of the people hating on Rell Seas, they're from the Bloxfruits community. All right, they played Bloxfruits, they experienced Bloxfruits, they love Bloxfruits. Some of you might not want to admit it.
Alright, yeah, no, it's nothing insane. No, I don't play that game. Like, when I have time, I'll play Bloxfruits.
Yeah, buddy, when you have time 7 hours a day. But anyways, whatever you want to say or not say about you playing Bloxfruits, a lot of people from the Bloxfruits community like this, they haven't been very happy about the glazers, okay? And actually, exactly like people like this. This was actually today at 12 a.m. This guy's user is Rell Seas better by a mile. And I can see how if you enjoy a game like Bloxfruits and either you don't know about Rell Seas, you haven't seen it, or you see it after and it's very biased because of the glazers, and you go in saying, man, this thing is gonna suck, all of this, whatever. I can see how you're like, okay, yeah, Rell Seas is bad, Rell Seas is going to be bad, Rell Seas is going to be terrible, because you're just tired of people glazing the game, saying whatever you will, saying whatever you must. It's understandable, but at the same time, you can't do that with a game like Rell Seas without expecting backlash. And that's where the loop starts coming in. It goes from glazing in a server like Bloxfruits, right, to hate back in a server like Bloxfruits. And then there's your separate stuff, your glaze on YouTube. People in the comment sections that may or may not come from the Bloxfruits community, they hate, and then it's a whole thing. And then you get videos like mine explaining the whole situation. But yeah, this is like a whole big clash, basically, I guess you could call it, between Rell Seas, Rell Games, and Bloxfruits / the Rell Seas haters. I really don't want to lump them all up saying Bloxfruits is just their Rell Seas haters. If you ask everybody in the Bloxfruits server, if you ask everybody in your YouTube comments that are Bloxfruits fans, if they like Rell Seas, they'll say no. No, that's not what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, if you enjoy Bloxfruits, there's at least a 50% chance that you hate Rell Seas. I won't say 50. I'll say 50. I'm going to say 50. But this is just, I guess you could call it, it's been ballooned up a lot. You can't even talk about Rell Seas in those types of communities because you'll either get like extremely shamed or you'll just get a bunch of pushback, a lot of pushback. And that's not really good for anybody. Nobody needs all of that. But it is the same thing. everything reversed. You talk about blocks fruits in the Rell Seas server, you're instantly getting shamed. Or they'll call you a troll. Or they'll act like you're trolling and go along with it. For the most part, you'll get shamed. If you talk good about the game, you'll get shamed. Alright guys, now before we end off the video, if you guys do like starting stuff before it starts, you know, maybe you want to get into a crew early. Maybe you might, whatever it is, there is a merchant guild server. So if you want to like trade or buy or interact with people, any of the above, it would be a pretty cool thing to join. Very nicely set up. So if you do want to join that, it will be in the link in the description below. That's really what I wanted to talk about this video. So if you did enjoy the video, it would be very helpful if you did leave a like. You might as well subscribe. The button's right there. And you can get videos like these and join the Discord link in the description below to get upload pings, giveaways, events, and more. And I'll see you guys in the next one.